topic of today's debate is the online education is whether efficient and effective. Let me introduce our two debating teams. The proposing team will speak about this topic and the opposing team will oppose the point of view of the proposing team. And now I will introduce the proposing team. The proposing team leader is Ditmi Silva.
Hello.
Brittany Rehara.
Hello.
Shana Radisha.
Hello.
Varsha Tevmini.
Hello.
Nemindi Silva.
Hello.
And that's the proposing team. And now I will introduce you the opposing team. As the leader of the opposing team, I'll introduce Senet Pereira.
Hello.
Metni Amanda.
Hello.
Natuki Fernando.
Hi.
Alkas Vijala.
Hello.
Janmi Subhashini.
Hello.
Riti Vijaysurya.
Hello.
Okay, now let's start the debate. Over to you, Ditmi Silva.
One of the most oft-used terms after the pandemic is the term new normal. The new normal in education is the increased use of online learning tools. All around the world, educational institutes are looking towards online learning offers teachers an efficient way to deliver lessons to students. Students can attend classes from any location of their choice. It also allows schools to reach out to a more extensive network. Additionally, online lectures can be recorded, achieved, and shared for future references. Online education is far more affordable as compared to physical learning. There are fewer chances of students missing out on lessons. The online learning system, with the range of options and resources, can be personalized in many ways. Not many people have the ability to take time off from work to commit to a full-time graduate program, and others often travel for work. For those who need to juggle working and going back to school, the flexibility of an online program provides individuals with the opportunity to learn while still working, and growing professionally. Juggling working, family, and school isn't an easy thing to do. Employers recognize this and admire the time management skills it takes to balance all three. Because there are no set classroom times within an online degree program, and students have the flexibility to create their own schedules. Learn to work with others in a virtual environment can make you a more effective leader. You will develop critical leadership skills by utilizing specialized knowledge, creating efficient processes, and making decisions about best communication practices, such as what should be discussed in person or electronically.
Disadvantages of online education. In today's context, we need to question and see why this online education is needed and why it has become a hot topic among us today. Everybody knows due to this corona pandemic, we all had to sit at our homes without going to school. But since we need to study, online education was the only option available. It is said that something is better than nothing, but it does not mean online education is perfect, as it carries a lot of disadvantages, especially country like Sri Lanka, where everybody does not entertain same rights and facilities. Education has become a privilege, but not a basic facility. As you all know, online facilities are not readily available in most of our houses in our country. Can our family afford it? When it comes to the cost, especially if we have 2 or more children among us. Today, we are going to discuss this section in detail. Our team will explain the disadvantages of this online education in detail. While we understand there are benefits in this mode, we have to realize we cannot continue this way forever. I believe the negative impacts are huge when comparing to the positive side. I myself experiencing the negative of this now. I feel boring in my life without actively participating to my routine practices within my family, as well as limiting myself to a room where I used to open myself within the school premises heavily. I used to participate in a number of extracurricular activities, especially in music band, sport arena, school debates, church choir, but now looking at the computer alone. I did not wear spectacles previously, but now I must wear it when the computer starts. My stomach has become very big as I do not allow to do exercises regularly. I could not speak to my friends as nobody meets now. It is a sad story, not only myself, but every one of us. So, today my team is going to explain you the disadvantages of this online education in 5 different topics, namely economical, technical, social, controlling, and health. Let's listen carefully. Thank you.
Education. Education is the process of facilitating learning or the execution of knowledge, skills, values, morals, beliefs, and habits. Education methods include teaching, training, storytelling, discussion, and directed. Although many people still consider traditional universities as the best way to achieve knowledge and get a diploma, online learning proves to be a great alternative. Students have the chance to study in their own time and especially for free. It represents a great way to study many fields and to boost the level of self-motivation. Online learning is so effective because students can finish their homework quickly and there is no time left for hobbies or finding a job. And access to all resources of traditional courses helps participants learn wherever they are, learning them freedom to choose the time study with basically an internet connection. A person can attend different courses. Among the advantages of online learning, there are the responsibility and self-discretion of students. Documentation. All the information that you will need will be certification stored in online database. This include things like live discussion documents, training material and images. This means that if there's ever anything that needs to be clarified, the students will be able to access these documents fast, saving valuable time. This is especially used for individuals that need to carry out research for a project and submit their findings to a plan. Improved subject attendance. Since online classes can be taken from her or location choice, there are fewer chances of students missing out on lessons. Affordability. Another advantage of learning is reduced finally costs. Online education is far more affordable as compared to physical learning. This is because online learning eliminates the cost points of students' transportation, students' meals, and most importantly, real estate. Additionally, all the course or study materials are available online, thus creating a paperless learning environment which is more affordable, will also be benefit to the environment. Flexibility. Students have freedom to juggle their careers to school because they aren't tied down to a fixed schedule. In a traditional classroom setting, class meeting times are set and the students has no power over this, forcing them to work their schedules around these dates. Most people who choose online learning tend to have to committees and prefer this mode of learning as it was power over how they are directed their time towards their different objectives. Suit a variety of learning styles. Every students have a different learning journey and a different learning style. Some students are visual learners. Like some students prefer to learn through audio. Simply, some students thrive classroom and other students are solo learners. We get restricted by large group. Yes, education is the most key to success to our life.
Hi, my name is Smriti. Today I am going to talk about economical issues in online education. We have many disadvantages in online education. We learn very well under the tutelage of our teacher in the classroom and school. But due to this corona pandemic, we had to get online education at home. It is difficult to have group discussions in online education. Student-teacher interaction is also limited. Also, there are some issues from the online education, like economical issues, health issues, technical issues, etc. So, the economical problems are a major disadvantage of online education. This corona pandemic has disrupted the business of people and other things, so our country has fallen economically. This has a variety of issues when it comes to the economy, especially for students living in rural areas, as we all see on TV. There are economic issues for students living in rural areas. Rural areas do not have communication towers, so it is very difficult for them to do their work. It is also the major financial inconvenience for some students as they do not have the devices required for online education and do not have the money to purchase them. Also, getting the data needed for online education is a big economic issue. When we learn from school, our parents in particular do not have a very big financial problem. How many families live in our country who are at the bottom of the economy who find it difficult to buy essential items in the daily life of the people? But even though we have everything we needed for online education, but our parents face a lot of financial problems. The amount of data used for us for our online education, like Zoom and Microsoft Teams, are increasing at different levels. So we both live in rural and urban areas, and it is a huge economic problem for our parents. However, that in this season, rural children do not have the opportunity to learn that way. So, how do those children get their education right? A significant disadvantage of online education is that, as the Ministry of Health says, if we do our best to save our country from this coronavirus, we can go back to school and get our education right. However, it should not be replaced by the traditional way of education as it cannot fully replace the human relationships that develop in the group. So these days we have stopped all non-essential work that we do using data other than online education and only done the essential work for us. So like that way we can save our parents from these economic problems. But I really believe that our intelligent people will find a better way to work this way. At last, I highly suggest the online education is not a successful solution of the traditional education system. Thank you.
The online classes are useful situation where the schools are closed for the COVID-19 pandemic situation. We learn our syllabus in all the subjects though. We don't go to school whatever I miss my friends too. Why not going to school? These online classes will cover the syllabus for the time being. It was very interesting work. Online class is very safeful. The online classes help students to learn things. It is traditional and online class. Very available is to study and work in Germany. Get to step closer to your dream. Online platform provides ultimate path. A student can study anything that they want to study any level. Online classes are very best. Many students can't afford to take time off from work. They want to keep working career advancement while staying in the current position in improving their traditional and apply. They are learning on the job. So if you want to continue working at your current job. Thank you.
My name is Nidhi. Today I am going to talk about disadvantages of online learning. Because of this COVID-19, most of the people are doing their work at home. So they are in a big risk because they don't have any smart devices. But some of them have smart devices, but they don't have internet. So they are in a big problem. And while they are doing classes, there are power cuts and many internet drops. So they can't attend to the classes. But the main thing here is they don't know how to use them. And some of the children don't have any money to buy them because the prices of them are very high. But in these families, they have the biggest problem because if they only have one device, only one of them can attend to the classes and they should spend a lot of money to break up. But some people go to work in this pandemic time also. So the children are doing their schoolwork at home with their family members. So if the family members don't know how to use them, the children can't attend to the classes. And most of the people have addicted to games and become very bad. Not only that, they have addicted to other things also. And even because of this weather conditions also, the children can't attend to the classes. And not only children, the people who are doing jobs also have the same situation. Thank you.
Online learning is good because it is quick learning. Like you want something, you can learn it right now. As you can see, the online is gone because of the COVID-19, but it is not bad as we think. As you can see, the online is very good because it is very quick to learn and we can learn it in Google and what many apps too. And you can find to learn some kind of language, you can learn something. In Google, you can find many language in the online. Somehow the world is online education is using 99% of people were using online and the kids are using online is 85%. You don't know anything, you can learn it in books and in school, but we can learn something in online. We don't know. It is only the online right now. The world is very quick because of the online, but it is okay because we can learn anything in online. I think in the future the world will very experts of online. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Akash Vijayalat. I'm going to talk about social issues in online education. The world is in trouble because of the COVID-19 outbreak. Therefore, students have to do their education in online system. I see this online education as a fail because there are lots of disadvantages of online education. Some of them are children cannot be present their emotion and they haven't any education feeling because there is no direct contact between teachers and students and teachers cannot find out if students are wrong or correct. Because of the children avoidance the school homework and the children don't love to the environment and they haven't any feeling with the environment. They are diminishing the ties with the family because of the online education that children have become so bad. Looking at the present, we hear the sad news every day. Those are the examples for it. The child who addicted to the mobile game has suicided. Dangerous experience like this can come through in online education and they are prone to the antisocial activities. The reason I say is that because students use mobile phones long time for the online education. That because students can addicted to the wrong things. Some people try to refer the wrong things for the student. And other disadvantages are missed group activity and practical lessons for the student. It makes them lose their creative ability and they lost the good habits they had. There are no good contact between the society and the unity of the students are lost. Children lost their childhood experience. They can't be happy with their friends. Children become selfish. And the online education affected in several ways. Online education is the destructive system of education for the student. When considered the above, online education seems to be failing. However, my opinion is online education is not suitable to the student. Thank you.
Online study has become a trend, especially during the period of COVID-19 lockdown in 2020 and 2021. It is very convenient as both students and teachers can interact from their own places. The online study method becomes more useful in case of natural calamity or emergency. Many schools run online classes for the safety of their students. Online education is an amenable instructional delivery process that introduces any learning that takes the place via the internet. Online learning is unable to educated to communicate with students who may not be capable of enrolling in a traditional classroom course and assist students who need to work on their own schedule and at their own speed. Schools and institutes that offer online education are also growing in number. Online learning is one of the fastest growing modes of education and people are widely accepting it. Online learning is something that gives an opportunity to connect with experts from any part of the world. They consume less money as well as time. You can schedule your classroom at your convenience. They are virtually courses and they can easily be accessed online. There is a less crowd in the online class. Remote teaching got more popular during the corona pandemic. Online learning is the best study of method because by this we can learn at home very easily without going anywhere. And at this time all the students use cell phones, computer, laptop. By this we can install a learning app or focus on our study. It is very advantageous of this. It saves the time of journey and it takes the less money, especially teachers and parents. And the learning apps, there is a choice in leaving the classes at home. And in learning app also notes provided by teachers. Thank you.
Hi, I am talking about health issues. As the coronavirus pandemic rapidly spread across the country, schools have shut their doors and classes have moved online in order to slow the spread. The transition to the online learning has impacted not only teachers who have had to amend their courses but also students who have had to adjust to a new learning environment. As we already know right now, we all are doing most of the things online mode, even this debate. But can you understand the mindest of me and what is going in my mind right now? As I don't get engaged with my friends, I feel isolated most of the time. I feel a lot of pressure within myself as I am not allowed to move freely among my friends and colleagues. Sometimes I feel very sad without any reason too. I love to play with my friends very often. Can we play in online mode? I don't think so. During my school days, I used to talk with my teachers regularly for extracurricular activities. It has brought me very fond of sweet memories too. With internet and online mode, that also has become very limited, as our parents don't allow using the electronic devices in longer time. Online learning affects everyone from young children to adults. teachers and professors. For many students, virtual classes may worsen exciting mental health disorders. For others, the impact of the pandemic and online learning can trigger new changes in mental health and mood. Increasing eyesight problems with frequent headaches are attributed to prolonged screen time. In addition, increasing anxiety and depression due to home confinement along with sleep disorders are also on the rise. Children attending online classes at home are not bound to have classroom professionalism. Also, I have my bicycle which I ride proudly previously. Now my parents have locked the gate, not allowing to move. I have become fatty as I am limited without any physical exercises. We are not allowed to use the common playgrounds too because the country is locked down due to this dangerous corona pandemic. Another major disadvantages of this extensive usage of online mode is it affects to your eyes in very bad way. When you see the computer or looking at the electronic device in longer run, your vision will get issues on eye focusing and your eyes will start paining along with tears coming out. When contacted, a doctor asks not to look at the computer screen continuously. If damaged, your eyes will not be able to heal forever. So we must realize when to start the online modes and when to stop it as and when required as it carries the disadvantages. Thank you.
Online class. Online classes are content. Students can record and share the content of classes. They can have access to learning material at any time of their comfort. Online classes provide flexibility. Students can study at any time, whenever they. Online classes also give flexibility to spend time with family and friends. Online classes often offer content 24 hours access to course and do not depend on the proximity organization or school to offer the course. This flexibility allows students to complete college course work while still providing work and another responsibilities in attention. It allows students to earn degree and certificate in a wide range of subjects even if they live in rural area or if their local school does not offer their design program. When there are not use of technology is advantageous as depend to individual students. Online classes bring education to home. Parents may look at the studies of their children having the support of family and may help in getting better knowledge. Online classes feature to be a self-decision. The motivation they study in an online course comes from student in something like students and they are learning. Online classes offer teachers can effect way to deliver lesson to students designed learning several tools such as video, PDF and etc. Teachers can use all these tools as part of their lesson planning. Beyond this, students can learn more. Some students may find that online classes with their learning style give them more time to think about answering questions and allow them to option and interact the class with classmates with whom they not content socially. Attentionally, online students may perform most of their research with the online rather that is traditional library. Online learning may also be ideal for students who communicate particularly with the online medium, which can include email, message board, chat room, video chat, and social media. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Riti. I'm going to talk about controlling issues on online education. Okay, let's move to it. COVID-19 affects many countries. The same goes for our country. So we have to stop doing a lot of things. We could not even go to school, but we found a way that is online. You know, there are many problems when we doing online. Here are some. Unable to provide personal attention to the students by the teachers because teachers can't see the students when they are turned off the video, and there are signal problems came. Teachers can't look at students' books because some students don't have cameras and some students don't like to turn on their videos. So it's a problem. And third one is teachers don't know how long students understand the lesson. Teachers does not see the students when they turn off the video. So teachers don't know what is the reaction for the lessons. And when all students turn on the mic to talk to teacher to say, I can understand or something, there is a loud noise came. Last one is signal problems. Signal is very important things to do online. We all have signal problems and many places don't have signal. When the signal problems came, that students can't study the lessons for that day. So it's a big problem. So there are lots of problems when we doing online. So I think it's not the right way to get our education. That's all. Thank you.
Let's move to the next round and see how our teams will react to their opponents. The stage is yours. Over to you, Dithmi Silva.
I am going to talk about the things I disagree with about your ideas. You said that children become selfish and they cannot make friends when we have to use online education. But I love to share my experience. Within this pandemic situation, we had to learn in online platform and we are not allowed to go to schools. But I made so many friends by communicating each other using the online platform. Also, today there are so many private institutes that help children in need. Some teachers even teach online for free. If we are suffering from any kind of disease, it is our responsibility to take care of ourselves. And if you think you are getting fatty because of the online learning, then you have to exercise. You said the children were cheating on their online classes and exams. So you think online classes are not suitable for us. But I'm not agree with it because by skipping the hard work involved in learning, you will never develop the important traits of persistence, dedication, diligence, and sacrifice. Success takes hard work, and cheating is easy way out. I know certain types of cheating are a lot easier to get away within an online class than it would be in a physical classroom. But our society seems to promote that you should do whatever it takes to win or succeed. Children don't like to lose. I think that's the main point. Additionally, when kids see another kids cheating and not getting caught, it makes them question the importance of honesty. Parents need to provide guardians and support to their children. In this pandemic situation, we have to work more harder than the past several years. So sometimes we have to learn by our own. You actually need to learn and remember things in order to understand your surroundings and eventually survive in the first place. Information doesn't magically pop into your mind, so you have to get it either by our personal experience. If we skip education, we will face big troubles in future. We have to adapt to educational turmoil in the face of some hard situations. Thank you.
My friend spoke following key points during her speech. She said that we can study at any location. I cannot agree to that. Do we have internet at any location? Do we have devices at any places? Further, school is the location best place to study, not just any location. Do we have science labs inside our homes? Do we have study materials within our school, within our family? I don't think so. Visiting a school is the best educational method. My friend told this online mode is affordable. I don't agree to that as well. Is internet is free here in Sri Lanka? Do you know how much cost is spent by our parents for this? As per my knowledge, online mode is very, very expensive in most of the methods we used nowadays. Computers are very expensive. Internet data is very expensive and become not affordable. Again, my friend told with online mode, time can be managed very well. But it's not true. We are used to study as team for a specific time, that is 7:30 to 1 p.m. That is the best time to study. We have very good timetable. We used to it. With online mode, can everybody work as a team at any time? I don't think so. Can we play? And can we work together as a team with the online mode? Overall, although there are few benefits explained, I don't believe it is not that important compared to the disadvantages in this mode. The best example is that you heard one student has got killed himself because of the mobile phone. I think we are having enough issues like this now. As my team explained this in detailed manner, hope you got very good understanding in it. So I wish this pandemic will stop very soon so we can move into our usual time schedules as previous and enjoy our life in a better while studying. Thank you.
Learning goes beyond the classroom. Mobile phones give students live information and on-the-go updates of their academic topics. Students' engage is higher when technology-driven tools are used to facilitate learning compared to conventional methods. Modern teaching methods are increasingly more innovative and engineering in order to keep up with the advantages of the first 21st century. The App Store or Google Play Store on smartphone have unlimited free education applications and academic resources. This is learning and understanding of academic material. The Translate application is a big hit for students taking language courses. In a few seconds, students can accurately translate virgin languages, making comprehension easy. These days, they can also download a document scanner on mobile apps. Another is increased security and emergency communication. Another positive effect of mobile phones on students is that during unforeseen emergencies, students can use mobile phones to let their parents and security agencies know about their whereabouts. It helps parents to keep a track of personal security of their wards. This helps cut over the workload of administrative staff who otherwise would have been in charge of communication messages to students from their parents. Another one is entertainment and socialization. Mobile phones can serve as means of entertainment for students. The popular saying goes, all work and no makes Jack a dull boy. Using a mobile phone, students can take a break from the threat of academic work to relax by listening to music, play games, or surf the internet. Developers create educational games to improve the contributive ability of students. They also help in developing skills such as creation and creative thinking and problem solving. And another one is memory Roger. During classes, students can use their smartphones to snap completed diagrams, voice record explanations, and video record productions for science experiment or woodwork projects or the other virtual courses. This is given for students. Another one is communication. Mobile phones have made communication between two or more parties easier. You can use it anytime to replay information Mobile phones enable easier coordination of class changes or urgent information, dissemination from teachers to students on group objectives, communication through group chat keeps all members abreast of the action plan. To modern society and real life, the use of mobile phones is incorporated into every aspect of our lives. Students using the device facilities their intimation with modern skills. Mobile phones are clearly in many careers. This head start will give students compute advantages in an ever-damaging job marketing. It's clear that technology is here to stay and the world is becoming only more digitally driven. In many ways, that's a good thing. Technology can be improving for kids of all ages with tools that help children learn in fun and engaging ways, express their creativity and stay connected to others. Children who are teach workplace that will be probably digital. At the same time, parents naturally worry about their kids assessing improperly connect online. The impact of too much screen time on healthy development and their children becoming trended to technology. As with most situations, a balance contributed to new challenges work best. The most important step is assembling balanced or most of the situations a balanced approach to this niche challenge. The rise of the addictive technology and the business of keeping us through. You can liken it to a meaning for a healthy diet. Dr. Ada explains all the kids understand the concept of balance equality. They know that it is the most important to eat healthy foods, applies candy and dessert. And the same is true of empty calories that come of for spending too much time perceivably gazing at screens. There's a time for screens, but not an extremity of time for physical activity connecting with the real life people in real time.
My friend spoke following key points during her speech. The first point is when we're learning online, children can easily get their education from the system at home. But I don't agree with it because if we do our work at home in online, we will be very lazy. When we do online classes, we pay much less attention to the teacher than we pay attention to the teacher at school. And doing online, we will be very unhealthy. Too much of the use of a computer or a mobile phone is very detrimental to a student's health. The second point is flexibility of online education. I do not agree with this point also, but the reason is depends on the economical issues. I have so many questions to ask from you. The first one is economical benefits not shared politically among the people living in our country. Another one is helpless children living in rural areas find it very difficult to continue their education in online. Some children do not have the money to buy a phone for online education. No one is helping those children. So, don't they have opportunity to learn? What's your answer for this question? Thank you.
I don't think online education is not effective for us because there are so many advantages of online education. As humans, there are so many hard times that we face in nowadays. COVID-19 as one of an example. If there is no online classes, how do we learn? Critical global challenge did not prevent me continue my educational path. Online platforms such as Google Classroom and Academy provide all. I believe that online learning is an effective educational instrument during the pandemic that neither poses risk to the health and lives of people. Will you go through your textbook to cover the syllabus, will you practice the subject? Will you be watching educational program on TV? Thank you.
As my friend thought at that time, the online syllabus can finish quickly. I know the online education can finish the syllabus quickly, but they don't know whether the children can understand the lesson. I know that the parents can teach, but there are lots of things that parents also can't understand. And another thing, in big families, they should spend a lot of money. So you can tell that the elders can do. So you can say that there are lots of elders and they can do jobs and find money. But just think about the poor. And even in big families, the elders for doing jobs get half of their salary. So what do you say about that? Thank you.
We had to stay at home because of the COVID-19. The best thing to do is stay at home and learn. It is the best thing to do right now. Plus, it is good because it can save the time like we were going to school and classes. It will be long time to go there. But we learn in online. We can go to school and classes at the same time. Online learning is saving the time and that is the best thing to do in this situation. And the other thing is you can see your friends in a long time. You can see your friends in online like in a Zoom meeting or in a video call or a video chat. Your friend is in the phone, but you can't touch your friend because it is in online. It is much safe for you because of the COVID-19 and there will be many signal problems, but it will be fixed and we find the signal place to start your learning.
My friend told following key points during her speech. First point is, she told that online education is quick, but I am not angry with it because there are lots of signal problems and different kind of noises here does. And when considered the above, online education is not quick learning method. The second point is, she told that we can learn with PDF and Google, but I am not accepting because we also can learn with papers, books and storybooks and picture books. The third point is, she told that we can learn anything from Google, but again, I also don't agree with it because if students continuously use a translator app or Google, they lost their creative abilities and students can addicted to the wrong things and anti-social activities. Thank you.
We can go far as the developed countries with online education. The development of education and communication technologies have materially altered many characters and concepts. Online education starts to make way into developed countries and it behaves to have huge patience for governments struggling to meet a growing demand for education. The results of this study will serve as a basis for improving higher education in developing countries. Now that we have come to the terms with online education, we must ask what we are losing by making the switch. While much of the Western world has moved to the
online learning relatively easily. The impact of COVID-19 menacing in constructed with Zoom or other platforms, the worst for the developing world. Thank you.
My friend spoke following key points during her speech. She talked about first, attend to online classes at home. I don't agree with her. Some students attend class with a lot of laziness while taking classes from any place they like. They attend classes while in bed or watching television. They sleep and attend classes. They are not interested in watching the recorded learning materials when given a chance to watch later. They forget to watch them. Maybe they do classes right out of bed. If it's possible to hold two classes at one time, it makes us uncomfortable. Next, she talked about affordability. The cost of transportation is low, but the cost of internet is higher. We have to spend more money. Money is needed to buy photocopies and others to learn. Families with 2 or more children may have financial problems. Some can't afford the money spent on this time. Neither she talked about efficiency. I don't agree with her. Teaching online is not as successful as teaching in class. We use tools like video, PDF, podcast, but writing on the whiteboard is successful when teaching. Children quick questions can be answered while teaching in class, but it is difficult to teach online. Although the work is done efficiently, this is often a failure. Thank you.
My friend told that there are technology issues in online education, but I don't think it is a big problem with it. Many students are not well equipped with a high internet connection that is requiring from online. Due to this, they face problems is going in live for virtual learning and another platform that requiring internet connection. So you just need to find a high speed internet connection at your home and know where you can get technical support from your connection and other technical issues related to software and tools are effective learning. In traditional classrooms, teachers can give students immediately face-to-face feedback. A student who resolving problem in a curriculum and resolve them quickly and directly either during the lecture to during an effect office hours. Personalities feedback has a positive impact on students as it makes learning proposal easier, richer, and significant, all while restoring the motivation levels of student e-learning on their hands. Still, when the skull with student feedback, student completing regular assignment become difficult when they explain a lack of personality feedback. The traditional method of providing student feedback don't always work in an e-learning environment. And because of this, online education providers are focused to look toward alternative methods for providing feedback. Professional students' feedback in online setting still is relatively unresearched topic area, and it needn't take a while for any perfect segment in become fully research based and trying to be effective. Thank you.
My friend told following key points during her speech. First, she said we can study anytime. I don't think so because sometimes there are data problems, connection problems, and sometimes there are no enough charge. And she said when the students study, parents can see them. I don't agree with it because some parents go to work and parents always not stay at home. And my friend say we can use social media, but it's not good thing to affect our education, our daily action. Sometimes students addict to it, and I thoroughly don't agree with it because it's not good for us. Thank you.
This is a fantastic and remarkable debate. Thank you all for your participation in this activity. The decision is yours.